Miss Schwartz, are you around? I'm here, but my computer is
Yes.
updating and switching screens rapidly.
Yes, I am
So,
here.
in the event I disappear, please be ready.
Okay.
We have 2 minutes until we go live.
Good afternoon. The Appellate Division, First Department is now in session. Ms. Guerrero, please proceed.
May it please the court, good afternoon. I, Veronica Guerrero, counsel to this court's Committee on Character and Fitness. I'm honored this morning to present to the court 46 applicants for admission to the bar. Further, I am pleased to report that the committee has examined the records of each and every applicant appearing here today. Accordingly, and on behalf of the committee, I certify that each applicant appearing here this afternoon does possess the requisite character and fitness to warrant admission to the bar of the state of New York. And therefore, I do hereby move for their admission.
Thank you, Ms. Guerrero. Folks, normally on such an important motion, we would retire to our conference room and deliberate, but knowing the importance to all of you, my colleagues have authorized me to grant the motion. Ms. Rojas.
Good afternoon, Justice Singh. Good afternoon, candidates. I will administer the oath in the form of a question. I will ask you to unmute your microphones and respond by saying I do if you agreed with the oath. At this point, I ask everyone to please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and to faithfully discharge the duties of the office of attorney and counselor at law to the best of your ability? Please unmute your mics and respond by saying I do.
I do.
I do.
Congratulations, attorneys. Please lower your right hand and mute your microphones. Thank you.
Before we proceed, I was neglectful in not thanking Ms. Guerrero and her staff for all the hard work. And Ms. Guerrero, please thank the Committee on Character and Fitness for their very, very important pro bono work here. You heard, folks, you are now attorneys, and it's our tradition here that a member of this court address you in some welcoming remarks this afternoon. That honor falls to my esteemed colleague, Justice Mendez.
Thank you, Justice Singh. Good afternoon, all. On behalf of the court, I want to congratulate the newly admitted attorneys and the family members and friends who have supported you emotionally and financially throughout this journey, and who have hopefully joined you in this virtual ceremony. Today is a very significant day for all of you, as it marks the end of a long journey filled with many stressful days and sleepless nights, and the beginning of a new one as members of the legal profession. You have proven to all that you have the basic and necessary skills knowledge, and character to join the ranks of the legal profession. In law school, you learned to write and think like lawyers, and to analyze and argue logically all aspects of an issue. The lives you've lived up to now tell us that you have the requisite character and fitness for admission. However, membership in the bar requires more from you. With your admission, you gain the rights and privileges bestowed on members of the legal profession. But with those rights and privileges come certain responsibilities and obligations you owe to the court, to yourselves, and to others that, if you meet them, will help you have a long and rewarding career. Allow me to illustrate by sharing with you some of the advice I received many years ago when I took the same oath you are taking today. The law is an ever-changing profession, and the best lawyers are those who approach each day with the desire to gain a better understanding of the law and the world around them. As such, to be relevant and useful to those you represent, you must educate yourselves day in and day out. You must learn to adapt to new situations and overcome new obstacles. You must stay current with new developments in the law. To achieve this, join and be active participants in bar associations and take advantage of all the resources that they offer and which will be made available to you. Remember that your most important asset is your reputation. Develop and establish a good reputation for professionalism and civility. In our desire to be zealous advocates, we sometimes lose sight of the fact that antagonism is not the same thing as effective advocacy. Remember that the most effective advocacy does not stem from posturing and tone, but from reasoning and a solid understanding of the substance of the issues at stake. We do our profession a disservice when we rely on bluster and contentiousness to make our point. You should strive to maintain an atmosphere of courtesy and mutual respect in all legal proceedings. Never lose sight of the fact that your advocacy and negotiating skills can mean the difference between someone losing or retaining their home, their business, or their liberty. Whether you are representing a client on the most complicated civil matter, the most serious felony, or on a small claims matter, you must always represent the client with zeal to the best of your ability, never losing sight of the human element of the law, because the law is not just an abstract concept or topic for debate. It is a very real force that has significant impact on the individuals involved. As lawyers, you have an individual and collective responsibility for the health of the legal profession and society. Get involved in your communities and use your newly acquired clout as members of the legal profession to achieve outcomes that are just and that will benefit the profession and society. It is your duty to carry forward the best tradition of the legal profession, the tradition of serving others. Pro bono service, whether it be as counsel to a nonprofit institution, the representation of the indigent, or of those with unpopular causes, is a long-standing, worthwhile tradition in our profession. Ours is a wonderful, noble profession, and lawyers are at their best when they use their skills in the service of others. This tradition of voluntary service by attorneys is ancient and honorable, and we will be looking to you for its continuance. In sum, continue educating yourself. Develop a good reputation for civility and competence. Get involved in bar associations and in your communities. Volunteer to serve others. Use your skills to achieve outcomes that will benefit the profession and society. If you follow this advice, I am sure you will have a long, satisfying legal career. On behalf of my colleagues on this court, I welcome you all to the legal profession and wish you much success in your career in the practice of law, which we sincerely hope will be long and rewarding. Once again, congratulations to all.
Thank you, Justice Mendez, for those important words. Again, folks, congratulations. I do hope you get an opportunity to celebrate with your loved ones today or maybe later this week, because this is an important moment. This completes our court session for today, and court is adjourned. Thank you again. Goodbye.
Thank you to the justices and Ms. Rojas. They will log off and all of the new attorneys will stay on with me.